Starmer getting called, I mean, I'm going to have to use the word here, forgive me, Father, for the profanity. This is 7,000 England fans calling Keir Starmer. Bearing in mind, in my country, that's not considered that rude.
Last night, an anatomical word, which I can't use on Sunday morning.
I can't use it. I can't say it. I can't look at it. I can't smell it. I can't touch it. I can't do a drawing of it.
In a nation where leaders polish every speech and news outlets dilute every scandal, football grounds stand as the final raw stage where honesty can't be muted. So when masses of supporters shout chants branding Keir Starmer the C-word, it's more than a vulgar slur, it's grassroots democracy cutting through the spin. These are exactly the citizens Labour was meant to fight for, and they're bluntly declaring their patience is gone. This wasn't a staged rally or a scripted debate. It was ordinary voices, uncensored, voicing precisely what much of Britain feels and doing so live before millions. So what direction can Labour take from here? Let's unpack it. Only a few years back, Labour seemed like a crusade. Whether you admired or despised Jeremy Corbyn, the party carried
the fact that so many Labour MPs say they can't work with Jeremy Corbyn. Does that worry you?
Let's hope he gets rid of him. Let's hope he gets rid of him when he gets voted in as leader and they get deselected and some people who support him get put in.
All these people in the Parliamentary Labour Party are worried about are their tickets being thrown off the gravy train. Okay. They're going to get kicked off the gravy train.
He's got the backing of all of his members, and somehow that should be enough.
Okay, but I mean, they presumably don't think he can win an election. That's what they're worried about.
He can win an election, definitely. He's got all of us behind him.
Keir Starmer entered with promises of healing and renewal. What he actually brought was something different, a corporate takeover. Masked as authority, he didn't rebuild the Labour Party. He drained its soul, reshaping a movement into a brand polished, outwardly shiny, hollow within. So when crowds scream the C-word, they're not only mocking Starmer, they're grieving a deception.
Good for them.
I beg you, Keir Starmer, if you think that an £18 million penthouse is necessary for your child to complete his GCSEs while you're campaigning, why do you not think it's necessary for disabled people to have up to £761 or so to focus on surviving, paying their access needs, paying for mobility aid? Do you think that disabled people don't deserve the bare fucking minimum to be able to pay their living costs in a country that is despicably ableist?
Starmer didn't just abandon pledges. He shattered faith. And the voices chanting, they grasp exactly what that signals. This isn't mere rudeness. It's a political wake. Starmer craves authority, yet he misreads the very people he seeks to command. He doesn't tease. He doesn't mingle. He doesn't bond. Watching him with ordinary voters feels like seeing a banker attempt carnival dancing stiff, unnatural.
The pub.
I'd like to take you down to the pub, but of course you're going to close them early.
This is nonsense.
You told us on July the 4th you would tread lightly. We're going to have junk advert bans. I won't be able to smoke outside Twickenham. I know you don't, but you won't be able to smoke outside the Arsenal. And I can't even take you down the pub, or we have to leave early. So
this is not government policy. I'm glad that you are the first to get this from me. This is not government policy. Right. We are not going to do.
We are not going to accept it. And yet, he acts like he belongs among us. But when supporters roar the C-word, it's not simple abuse, it's a statement. You're not one of us. Quit pretending you are. Authenticity can't be faked on the terraces. Don't bluff. They'll expose it each time. Starmer's rule feels sterile, mechanical, drained of spirit, no drive, no spark, just rehearsed lines about security and order. But people aren't data points. They crave emotion. They crave belief. They crave a leader who shows heart. Starmer's Labour doesn't ignite, it dulls. And in that silence, resentment builds. That chant wasn't just crude language, it was pressure finally bursting. Because here's reality. Stability without connection means nothing. No one admires a leader for being bland. They admire who stirred their soul, and now, the only...
Then what we end up in is a kind of bizarre and berserk dance.
It was chanted about the Prime Minister. It had 4 letters in it. Isn't it really early in your term of office for that level of unpopularity?
That there's an acceptance that at some point everyone's going to realise Keir Starmer is indeed a C word, but it's a bit early in your term of office for whole stadiums full of people to start singing Keir Starmer is a C word.
I'm not a football follower. I only watch when the Brighton and Hove Albion are playing, and I don't think the fans of Brighton would use such words against about Keir. It's football. It's football chanting. It's part of the. Is it not part of the spirit of the game?
Spirit of the game. It's really interesting and fascinating. I spent some time in the UK, and it's a divided country, like yours is too, I suppose, as evidenced by these riots. The UK is in serious and significant decline and disorientation. I don't think people even know where to direct their attention, let alone their optimism.
Before moving forward, are you finding value in this video? If so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unfiltered reporting the big networks refuse to deliver. Now, let's continue. The corporate press tried to downplay the moment, yet the chant, it exploded online. It spread on TikTok, Instagram, and X quicker than any Labour policy ever has, because authenticity can't be censored. Starmer's advisors hope silence buries it. But they misjudge. Each effort to hide it only magnifies it, since when people see the press ignore their feelings, they turn to their own platforms. And now, those chants ring louder than official briefings. The C word wasn't random abuse. It was a signal, a symptom of something larger. The full erosion of trust in the ruling class.
People are crying out for change across the country. They think that the Tories have failed. They can see that most things are broken. They look at the Labour Party and see a changed party. And last night, people who hadn't voted Labour before went out and voted Labour. So I'm very pleased with both of those results. But there is more work to do. There's a long way to...
People watch Keir Starmer and recognize a man who promises one thing, then delivers another. A leader who pledges bold change then hides behind excuses when he fails. He claims to defend workers, yet supports anti-strike laws and restrictions. The public isn't naive. They've noticed. They've judged. And they're finished pretending. This fight isn't left versus right anymore. It's sincerity against performance. And he's clearly on the weaker side. Today, the C-word chant spreads from terraces to timelines. But what if it erupts during a national debate? Starmer performs safely behind a script. He manages in staged conversations. Yet he's never confronted direct, unfiltered anger live. And when it arrives, he'll falter. His whole method relies on avoiding conflict. But chants don't wait their turn. They don't ask nicely, and the voters he's sidelined for years. They could easily pay him back openly, noisily, unscripted. Yes, it's vulgar. But it's genuine. That single chant could evolve into something greater. A shorthand revolt against artificial politics, just as "Let's Go Brandon" embodied America's discontent with Biden. The C word may become Britain's code for shallow leadership and hollow opposition. This isn't mere policy now. It's cultural rejection. It won't be printed on glossy manifestos, but it'll be scribbled in bathrooms, muttered in crowds, shouted at gigs, and echoed in arenas. Because once a leader loses respect, all that lingers is ridicule. And right now that ridicule is multiplying fast.
The script.
Thank you, Compton.
True democracy is citizen-led. Politics needs an update. We demand a people's house. We demand a people's house. We are in crisis. We are in crisis. Our whole future. Definitely.
Your jacket off. We're gonna.
Thank you, conference. Thank you. Thank you, conference. If he thinks that bothers me, he doesn't know me.
It's not only that people are furious at Starmer. They're drained, worn down by the endless loop of bold pledges and no results. Of speeches dressed in optimism, followed by years of steady decline. He climbed to power acting concerned, and then wasted it. Those supporters in the stands didn't script a protest. They simply reacted. Uncut, unpolished, genuine. Calling Starmer a C-word wasn't outrage, it was collapse. It's the word you use when someone's had chance after chance and wasted every one. This isn't online theater, it's fatigue. It's what you get when a leader fails repeatedly yet still expects gratitude. The nation is weary, and they're finished pretending otherwise. So here's the real issue. How many failures does it take before we stop calling it leadership? Tell us in the comments, and if Starmer can't motivate his MPs, his base, or even the people he claims to defend, then who is he leading? Want more content like this? Then like, share, and subscribe for more raw, unfiltered reporting on British politics and those demanding change. Until next time, stay tuned.
Fast.
Mr. Speaker, if he wants to know what Conservatives would do, he should resign and find out. Until then...
I'll decide when there's more.
Mr. Speaker, until then, I'm the one asking the questions. There's a petition out there, 2 million people asking him to go.
Yeah.
He's the one who doesn't know. He's the one who doesn't know how things work. It is not government that creates growth, Mr. Speaker. It is business. His employment secretary, I don't see her here, she wants more young people in work. But businesses say they are cutting jobs because of the Chancellor's budget. His Deputy Prime Minister, she is not here. Her employment rights bill will stop businesses hiring. That's what they say. The CBI said on Monday that the dots of the government's policy don't join up. They're right, aren't they?
Mr. Speaker, on Monday she said that she wouldn't reverse the increase in national insurance. Yesterday, on their legacy legislation, their predecessor, they couldn't decide what their position was. Today, they've launched a policy commission asking other people to give them some ideas for government. And she talks about a petition. We had a massive petition on the 4th of July in this country. We spent years taking our party from a party of protest to a party of government. They're hurtling in the opposite direction.
What a load of nonsense, Mr. Speaker.